Yeah, on behalf of the Spirit of Faith Church, we would like to really, really warmly welcome all of you. And today,
coming this morning. And my name is Jepitoli Jimomi. I'm a wife of John Roughton, and I'm a pastor of Spirit of Faith Church. And we have been in Nagaland for past 30 years. We raised our family here in the city. This is our home, and we belong here. Today, I stand before you with all sincerity and transparency. My husband and overseers, citizens of India, which is called OCI card holder, he was denied entry at the immigration desk upon his arrival. It's been now 34 days. No explanation or reason was provided. We have made several attempts to inquire as to this decision, but the only response we received from the Deputy Secretary of Home was that they had no reason. This is my appeal, and this is our appeal. We demand an answer. I want my husband back home. My daughter and I, we are waiting for him to come back home. This is our home. And I should say this, the lakhs and lakhs of Indians, they go to America for better job, good life, for their family. But this one man from America unselfishly came to India to help community and society. And his teaching is that we should live in peace, we should love one another, we should not steal, cheat, or commit adultery or murder, and live an honest life. And, you know, I just don't know whether that's the crime or what, but he has done nothing wrong during his 30 years here, and no crime has been done by my husband. And so I will appeal to our government, our Nagaland state government, to look into this matter and please bring back my husband to our state, Nagaland. We want to thank you so much for looking into this matter. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Maung Iyer, former Principal Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, and I had known Pastor John Roughton for the last 30 years. When I was Deputy Commissioner in Dimapur for the last 4 years, from 2008 to 2012, I had also associated with him. And that time was a great struggle for Dimapur, rather the whole of Nagaland. Dimapur was declared a war zone, and there was so much of fights, so much of turmoil in this very district. But as Deputy Commissioner, I would also pray with him, meet him, and the essence of his presence was that he would always dwell on peace, to love one another, to have peace among the communities. And he would also always share on transparency, to have a good e-governance, to have good electricity in the city, to have good roads, and he would stress more on the transparency and e-governance. So by then, that's 2008, I had known him very well till today. And I saw that he was always contributing to the unity of our community. He was always contributing to the development and peace of our community. So I was at a shock on 31st October when he was denied entry into India. As you know, he is a registered overseas citizen of India, OCI card holder, and that's been given by the government of India for lifetime. So a man with OCI card denied entry without valid reasons. I would like to appeal to the government, state government, as well as to the Ministry of Home Affairs, that this should be reviewed on humanitarian grounds. Because as far as I know, he has never threatened the national security of the country, nor violated the immigration laws, nor violated the citizenship laws. He has been a very peace-loving and also a very peace-abiding man. And therefore, at this juncture, we would like to strongly appeal to the government to review his case and allow him entry, because as stated earlier, he is married to an indigenous citizen of India, our Pastor Zepetoli, who pastors this church. And they have 3 children who have also studied all the while in Nagaland. They have done their graduation from Nagaland only. And therefore, it's a great request from the community as a whole and from the church as a whole that he should be allowed entry into the country so that he would unite with the family, he would unite the people with the people around here and live a harmonious life. The only thing which I would like to state again to the print and media is that he is a registered OCI card holder, and therefore denying the entry into the country without any valid reason, we find it very abnormal, because as per the OCI rules, if he is denied entry, a written explanation should be given in the OCI card as to why he is denied. But no such information is given by the immigration, and he's just not allowed the entry. So we would like to really dwell upon this subject and request the Ministry of Home Affairs as well as the immigration to kindly review this matter, because there are thousands and thousands of people who have been impacted by his life, I would say his lifestyle. Besides his talk, besides his preaching, his lifestyle has been a very, very honest, and he's a man of integrity. So as a senior citizen of this state of Nagaland, I would like to also appeal to the state government that we should take the fastest step possible, because it's now more than a month that he has been refused the entry. So we would like to really urge the Home Ministry and the state government to immediately take up this matter and allow him entry to the state of Nagaland. Thank you so much.
My name is Chuba Jamir, and I am in the Church Advisory Board. We have called you to voice our concern regarding the denial entry of our pastor, John Roughton, and his wife into India. Well, Pastor John was entering into India and out of India for the last 30 years. And 30 years he had no problem whatsoever. He has preached, he has taught, and he has spiritually educated us and mentored us. The church has never spoken against any religion, against any denominations, or against any political party, or against any politician. The reason for his denial is a big concern for all of us. The church misses him, the family misses him, the wife misses him, and the children, the daughter misses him. So we would like to appeal to the government of Nagaland, especially the office of the Chief Minister of Nagaland, to look into the matter and address to the Ministry of Home Affairs as to reason why he was not allowed to enter, and bring him home during this festive season at the earliest. Thank you.
Anybody else?
What do you think were the grounds for which he was denied entry to the country? What do you think? Do you think it's an agenda?
We don't think it's an agenda, because as per the OCI rules, our OCI card holder would be denied entry, or his OCI would be cancelled if he goes against the immigration laws, if he goes against the citizenship law, and also if he goes against the national security of the country. So in any ways, he has not violated all the 3 conditions. And the 4th condition is that if his OCI card is not renewed, then there's also possibility of cancellation or denying entry. But all these 4 conditions, as far as we know, is intact. So we really don't know the reason why he has been detained.
My question here is, government of Nagaland, headed by Chief Minister or the Chief Secretary, respond kiya se?
We didn't a week of his denial of entry to Nagaland, we have written a letter to the Honorable Chief Secretary Nagaland. And the Chief Secretary Nagaland also has forwarded a letter to the Ministry of Home Affairs to this effect. And so, as of now, the Ministry of Home Affairs have also stated that the real valid reasons are still not known to them, even to the MHA. So this is a mystery, and we would like to also really know what's the reason behind this denial of entry.
Now this question goes to Ma'am Zipitoli, Pastor. You have received a letter from the Home Department Government of Nagaland from the Deputy Secretary. So are you satisfied with the letter received from the Home Department?
Well, to be honest, I'm not satisfied. If they can also do their job, contacting the Home Ministry in the central government in Delhi and find out, we will appreciate that.
So now the Spirit of Faith Church has been kept in dilemma for the past 1 month. So all of you being a believer in the church, do you think that the government of India is doing anything against the Christian religion, or what is your opinion on the denial of his entry? Sir,
Well, we are not at all against it, because this has definitely disturbed the community as a church. But we are not against anybody. We are not against the government or any political parties, because this is an apolitical organization that we have here. So we are not at all offended or against any political parties nor the government. But we just want to know the facts, and we just want to see that the matter is reviewed and then he's allowed entry.
Now, if government of India doesn't respond to the appeal the church members are doing, so what will be your next step, course of step?
As we know that the OCI rules clearly states, as per the Indian Citizenship Act 1955, if the Ministry of Home Affairs do not respond in accordance, we have to appeal to the judicial authority, maybe to the higher courts, maybe to the High Court, and redress our grievances, so that the courts will see that all rights are being restored. If there's any violation of constitutional rights, if there's any violation of the principles of right, the right of principles, then this would be redressed in the higher courts.
So, last question from my end. I just want to ask to Ma'am Zipitoli Rotan, can you kindly highlight the incident that happened on the 31st of October? Since you were there on the airport, can you kindly highlight to the viewers?
So, since I'm an Indian citizen, I went to Indian citizen line for immigration clearance, and he's an OCI holder, so they have a special line for the OCI card holders. So he went that way, and I went out and I got my luggage. We have 7, 8 luggage, so I have to take all of that. And I waited and waited, and it was like 45 minutes, and he didn't show up. So I contacted him and asked him, and he said, they're sending me back, and without any reason, and I don't have any reason. So just from the distance, I ran back to the immigration line and just said bye-bye to him, and that's the only thing, that's the last thing I saw him.
Sir, you have clearly stated that if the government of India doesn't respond, MHA doesn't respond, you will go through judiciary means. So when are you planning to start up the steps?
As soon as possible. We'll be surely waiting a positive response from the Ministry of Home Affairs. But if they fail to do so, then as per the law and as per the rules of OCI rules, we have to appeal to the higher court so that our grievances is redressed.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
As mentioned earlier, there will be two